Hello. Hey, can you hear me? I want to check my mic this time. Is it still all full of resound and whatnot, or is it better this time? Check mic check. 1 2 3. There's a lot of delay with the chat and the live stream. It is what it is. Okay, no response from the chat. So I'm just gonna play this old prototype that we have. Let's go. So this is When was this? This was April 15, 2024. I think this is the second try that we did. So we did try to make this game in 23 once, and then way before that as well, but like uh, April 15, 2024. So April 24 is when we had like this build. This is a good build. We had a lot of core things figured out, an entire flow of the game and whatnot. I'll just play it. I don't know if we have a lot of people in the stream, but let's just go. Let's see if we need to ping individually. Ooh. Okay, then I'll just proceed with playing the old prototype. This has a lot of goofy animation. But yeah, like we were trying to figure out if the core concept is fun or not. So in this prototype, everything was flat. Now it's a hamster. So in this prototype, everything was flat. As in, if you're switching to 2D, everything is aligned regardless. So for example, where is this? Just few frames before that. So you can see that we're not exactly aligned, but when you switch to 2D, you're always aligned. So this prototype was way more simple. Like once you're in 2D, you can jump on everything that looks like you can collide. Yep. This definitely looks like those scammy mobile ads for sure. So these are all, except for the duck. I think the duck was modeled. No, even the duck is from the internet. So we didn't make any assets for this game. It's all only programming, and look dev was done by the studio. Rest of it is like free assets from the internet. So we had pickup block that had like more freedom. Not mobile, more like Cheetos. Yeah. Cheetos commercial for sure. So this build, you might see like it has motion blur on, it has lumen on. Like we didn't give a shit about performance in this build. This was more about, is this going to work out if this was a commercial game or not? So we were trying to do that. We also pitched this to Xbox, the same build, back in the day. 2024 April. So nothing from this build like survived except for VFX. The VFX I think is simplified version of it. Yikes. Yeah, wall jump. So yeah, so everything is 2D flat, but you can see how primitive the entire game is. That's what prototypes look like. Where is Sam? So Sam is talking to our concept artist. The concept artist is works, during the weekends. So Samveda has to like coordinate with her during the weekend. So she's busy with that. So you can see there are some, ideas that are conflicting with each other. For example, when you switch to 2D, everything is flat and you can interact with it. But this box is a weird exception. So this is one thing that we were experimenting with. Anything that Dodo can move is, anything that Dodo can move cannot be turned into a flat object, as in you cannot align to it from anywhere. So you'll have to align the duck Dodo to the the box, and then you can pick it up. For example, if he's in 2D and if he jumps in this lane, he pretty much will not be interacting with this box. So this idea was taken like from even older prototypes, where there are exceptions where some objects are not aligned. Obviously in the new game it's the opposite. So there are objects that we can turn them into flat, like you can jump on them regardless from whatever angle you are jumping at, whichever distance or like misalignment, it still works. But this was we thought, so the prototype before this was really messy, in the sense it was just unplayable. So we simplified the concept a lot. I think we dumbed it down way too much in this version, where you can, whatever the alignment is, you can just turn it 2D and then you can start jumping on them. But eventually we realized that we need to mix both older, the older ideas and a newer idea. So together I think is the new game that kind of merges both of these ideas together. So I think this puzzle survived. This is one puzzle that Samveda made. It's a reverse switch idea. So, but so this is one of those prototypes where even Dodo was able to interact with pressure plates, which I think we might bring it back. Like if Dodo is inside that holographic switch, we might be able to do it. This I think is a very interesting puzzle. Kind of makes you think out of the box. So we had a lot of physics collision issues in this build. These boxes used to just sometimes pass through stuff, and then you can just see how chaotic it is. We've simplified the physics in the new builds, obviously, but it used to be extremely frustrating to play this version. I'm not sure about this music as well. I might get copyright strike. Too chaotic. Yes. I mean, the way they are playing it is extremely speedrunny. So like Even the animations are very chaotic. Like, it runs like, oh yeah, there was this brilliant idea of ladders in this prototype. And I think from here you'll see some ideas that you guys have not seen. Probably these ideas will be explored in level 2. But yeah, this is the initial prototype where we had a gun that the duck could use, and it just floats at the side of the duck, because we couldn't, even till today I don't understand how a duck can hold a gun. So we went the Inspector Gadget route where the gun comes out of the hat rather than the duck holding it like a man. So yeah, that is how it used to look. It's just randomly attached. And yeah, like like a Looney Tunes character. Yeah, it made absolutely zero sense, but we had to work with it for the while. You can see how this is a Lumen build. You can tell because when the duck is jumping, you can see the bounce light on the duck. The red light is here and the green light is here. You can also see that on the clouds as well. The Lumen is bouncing some green light here and red light here. We thought this was a cool look, but like the amount of performance issues we had with Lumen, we just gave up on Lumen before we finalized the current demo. The current demo just doesn't use anything that's available in Unreal Engine 5. Like all the new features, we just pretend like they don't exist and magically we get performance. So yeah, I'll continue with this. You can see the weird angles at which he was shooting. The duck is shooting. Like, look at this. Look at this angle. Oh yeah. Yeah. Weird prototype. But it definitely helped us figure out what this game is. So this is one interesting puzzle where you shoot and create stairs. I think some version of this will be in the game because it's an interesting idea. Shoot once more. Yep. So I think in the latest version we've removed shoot to rotate. So instead it's just like a lever that we use. So yeah, that was the demo. And Samveda is here. How is my voice? Is it better? Is my voice better? Does it have a lot of bass? It's fine. Nice. Much better. Okay. So it doesn't sound like I was somewhere in the corner of a room. So this was one of the prototypes. The older prototypes, I don't think we had a video. Or maybe Samveda knows where the video is. Do you know, Samveda, do you have a video of the older prototype, like prototype older than this? Do you know where it is? Can you send me the link on Slack? If not, I'll start showing some cancelled games, like a co-op cancelled game back in 23. Share driving. Okay. Somewhere is like, no. I'll share you the link. Oh yeah, I think I can also show some of the one of the first occult prototype. I think that is allowed for sure. Let me bring that up since we are just going through old prototypes. Let me go off screen. Okay, back to my channel. Where is it? Where is it? Oh yeah. Oh no, not this one. Occult Chambers asset test. Yeah. I don't know if the server has seen this, by the way. I don't think you guys have seen it. Whenever I get the video from somewhere, I'll possibly stop this and then we'll go. But yeah, like a cozy. We are going to shift gears from a very cozy. Nice. So I'll give you some context. So this is, when was this? This is May 13, 2021. This is few months after we decided we wanted to, yeah, like we started thinking about occult in Jan 2021. This was a very small team back then. And the initial idea was, a lot smaller. Like we wanted to do like 1-2 hours of the game. And the story was just very primitive for the time because we just wanted to explore what this game is. And the biggest twist is that the game is first person. So after this demo and we showed it to a bunch of people, we decided we wanted to focus on the character as well as the story became more complex. And we thought, why not move to third person, because it's a way better format to tell a story with characters. So I'll just, this is Unreal Engine 4.26 if I'm not wrong. This is like, I believe this was using Horror Engine as well. So we were just testing the assets, and this was probably like our third game inside Unreal at that point. So we were fairly, I wouldn't say new, but like for a PC game we were fairly new. But still, we wanted to see how good the assets would look. Stop talking and I'll just let you guys watch. So this is the Betal statue that we made. So these were like really good high quality quality assets. And this is not Nanite. Like Nanite wasn't even out by that time, so this is like old school. Post the video on Discord. No, send it to me on Slack. I'll just stream. Find it. So this was not Nanite, so this is all LOD's old school pipeline. We were just seeing how good the assets would look. Obviously for a first person this is pretty good, but when it comes to third person, immediately everything becomes optimized meshes. Yeah, these were pretty optimized because this was the whole point of the test, right? So this was asset test. We were trying to test the assets, and all the assets were extremely optimized LODs. were done, but really high quality ones. I think few of the statues survived and they are in the engine now, but with they were never made with nanite in mind. So, for example, I still believe these used to look better than those in the first trailer too. Oh no, those that was just not even our assets. So we were just testing the vibe. So I think this statue made it into the game. Yeah, I think this is in the latest demo that you guys played in the server. But I think this is a lot higher quality than what we have right now. This is in Dodo. Yeah, somewhere I was not able to find one of the old videos, but I did uh, share. If you go back in the live stream, you'll see one of the older prototypes. Okay, I've got it. I'll let this video finish and then we'll go back to the OG Dodo Duck demo. I got it somewhere there, yeah. So these were assets that we were testing out because Nanite did not exist. We still wanted to have. You can go to, I think you can go to ArtStation and see the wireframes of these. Like I think we did post all these assets on ArtStation. Let me just also do that. Yeah, that would be dope. Like if the statues come alive, that is a cool idea. I think we do play with that idea in one of the levels. So yeah, that was it. So this was our like our first test back in 2021. So it's been 5 years, sadly, and the game is not yet out. That is the reality of pitching video games. Okay, so I got. Yes, we started the game in UE4. We showed it to Epic Games in, I think we showed exactly this, and then one more prototype to Epic Games, and then in 2022 we sent them the actual game. They checked the game in IGDC as well. One of their publishing heads, not publishing heads. Oh yeah, one of their publishing heads, people who take care of their store, played the game at our booth, and I think few months later we got the grant, Epic Mega Grant. So that was, but it's since it's a bootstrapped studio, it just gets extremely slow to get it produced. I think I'm hoping by the end of this year we'll resume OC production, but this time it'll be all full swing. No more services going along with it. So okay, so I guess you can see Tim Sweeney. No, not Tim Sweeney. I don't think Tim Sweeney has ever visited India. I like, according to me, like I don't think he never visited India. So yeah, like if he visits, obviously I think we'll make sure. Waiting for OC production. Yep. I think the entire studio is thinking of OC all the time, but we got a Dodo. It's very close to completion, and we want to have this nice debut launch on PC. We were obviously going to have a publisher and have like a very great launch for Dodo, but we'll see what happens. We lost the publisher, very recently, but we'll self-publish it. No worries there. So this is the very first prototype. You can see it was not even a duck. Nacon? What is Nacon? Add jump scares in OC. Oh yeah, we have jump scares in OC for sure. Like, did you not play the demo, by the way? Like, were you not part of the playtest? Dump 3L? No, it was not Nacon. No. So it was a, yeah, the publisher, I think I can talk about that on Discord for sure. But yeah, not on the live stream. Can it not go full screen? So you'll find a lot of conflicting ideas here. I did, but there was a bug at the very beginning and I couldn't go past it. Oh wow. What bug? Could you talk about the bug? That was unfortunate. How could you not play the entire demo? So the early prototypes had like mini levels, like, you know, it was extremely arcadey, like small ideas. You clear them and then you go to the next level. I like how insane the what do you say? The clouds were. Oh yeah. Yeah, so there was a streaming error where if your PC couldn't stream the world in time, you would be teleported from the Agori section back and then you would just fall to your death. We fixed it. It was an SSD run condition error. I did mention to the group and then I don't know, like maybe you missed it after that. But if you still have the key, you can always, you know, play it. It is fixed. Curious, how did Ninja became duck? So based on all the evidence, you would think it's Samveda, that the main character became a duck. But like, it was not the case. This was a weird situation where I'll tell you the story once once this is done. You can see there are some like extremely horrible ideas here in this prototype. Like, this is great. All this is great. But then you see this block, you would think you can jump on it. But now once you switch to 3D, you can see it is moving in the Z axis, like, you know, like how would player know that? So in our playtest, most of the players would just fall down and die first time, and then later they would figure out that that is not the case, and then play it normally, which is not what I like. We don't want players to like do trial and error. What happens with that kind of game design is it creates fear, where you are not confident moving forward. You'll always be switching between 3D and 2D just to check if there are traps, and we didn't want to have that kind of gameplay for sure. I mean, if you played the latest the latest Dodo demo, all this crap has been completely fixed. Like, you don't want players to like be scared of the environment or not. And this game can very easily become a horror game, like psychological horror. We can mess with people's head. They'll not have enough confidence to like move forward. Or all the foliage are cards. Where is foliage in this game? Oh, in the here, this one. Let me see if when it switches to 3D. Yeah, these are all cards. Props aren't pickable now, it's pushable. Oh yeah, yeah. So but there is some issue with pushable, obviously, right? Like, it slows you down. So we do have a mechanic now, which I showed in the previous prototype, which kind of makes you, pick stuff and push stuff very quickly. But the initial prototype was like this, where you could just pick things up and then place them. But yeah, art wise, it just is a nightmare to look at. Don't know what is happening. And our designers thought it would be cool to like add, you know bullets coming out in every which way. Like how are people going to, you know when they're in 2D, it's just impossible to figure out where, if the bullet is going to hit us or not. And it's just, this is just a very bad, crappy prototype for sure from our end. But at least the designers were trying to figure out what this game is. I think the programmer had a weird implementation of shooting as well. Makes sense for a cozy game. Yeah. So definitely we're not saying it's ultra cozy, but we wanted to like make the game approachable. We didn't want people to get frustrated. Are you not the designer? I was for the very beginning. So whenever there is like foundational stuff, I'm involved in the design decisions. But for this game, I gave the core idea, and then the designer ran with it. We had two of them. One was designer plus programmer, and the other was just designer. So we ran with that, and I would just like give them some ideas, and then I had to do other projects. So I was not hands on with this prototype. And yeah, this was called Mayalok, by the way, because everything was fucking with your brain, so they just thought this is a good idea. So I'll just let this run in the background, the older prototype, while we talk. So I was the designer for a while, and then I had to go do other projects. And then for this prototype, I was the only one in charge. And then some way I would do level designs based on my ideas. I was a programmer for this thing. So it was mostly just me saying, okay, enough fuck ups. Let me just try to bring everything together and see, try some safe ideas. Safe in the sense, we've tried a lot of weird ideas, and I wanted to just the hamster with the cute red tie. These are all models lifted from the internet, so we take zero responsibility for how they look. But yeah, definitely looks like something that a student would make. Is this C++ mostly or BPs? So I'm addicted to C++. So like usually I write most of the stuff with C++. And then the basic stuff like like if you, for example, the coins, they don't have to necessarily be in C++. They are just, if you touch it, you get a point. So silly stuff like that, usually BPs. And then player character, the switching between 3D to 2D, all these complex stuff, I usually tend to do them in CPP. So we had like these I think Tom Clancy style tutorials where it was on the floor, on the walls. Text used to look like that. Make Sam model the duck. She Blender professional now. I mean, we have way better artists. Sam would be a very bad choice for 3D art right now. Maybe if it's a hackathon or like some pet project, I would let Samveda do art. But yeah, no, not for commercial projects for sure. She's good at level design for sure, like level design and game feel. I think she understands what I like, and also what casual gamers like. So yeah, somewhere is definitely not a good choice for modeling the duck. Either look, it'll probably look extremely goofy for sure. But yeah, I don't think that's a good idea at all. That being said, right now I just so we have a senior designer now who is working remotely, like part time, because he has other projects to take care of. And then we have a junior program designer who is in house, full time working with us. Um, and then I talk to both of them every now and then to make sure whatever is being implemented is good enough for them to like design. So all the tools that we make are also very designer friendly. Some with You want me to model a duck? You know what I'm good at in Blender, even though I've been using it for what? So I used to compile Blender. I used to use Blender from back in days where we had to download the code and compile it to launch it. So I'm a very old Blender user, but I'm not good at Blender. Like I'm good at Blender, but I'm not good at modeling stuff. If that makes enough sense. You know what the core team needs to make their own ducks. Oh yeah, Samveda has this idea of credits. Very interesting. So she wants all of us to draw a 2D duck, like on paper. She wants us to draw ducks, and then in the credits, our name and then the duck that we drew. That is how the credits. She wants the credits to look like. Cool idea, I think, but I don't know how many of our artists will draw a duck which they are comfortable with, stuck with their name in the credits. It's a dicey idea for sure. Oh, Sam leaking here. I force. Okay, someone is going to force people to draw ducks. Now you know the kind of producer that Samveda is. You're getting a sneak peek of how Samveda works, how Samveda's brain works. But yeah, like right now, I'm usually most of the time I'm either you know doing some low level art direction apart from the art director, and then once in a while tech art. Some might not even look like duck. Yeah, I'm counting on that. I'm pretty decent at drawing. Like I was traditionally trained to draw stuff when I was a kid. I mean, I can't draw humans, but I can draw anything that I can see that is not human. I can also draw humans, but I can't draw them from my imagination. I can look at something and I can do a one to one fairly, fairly perfectly, but I can't draw from my head, which is something that I want to, master at some in my life. So my duck is going to look good. I'm confident. Samveda's duck, I've not seen Samveda draw a duck till now. So that'll be fun. I think we should do a live stream of just the entire team trying to draw a duck under like 10 minutes. That would be fun. Like that should be like a launch event. Like when the game is going to launch, we could do a dev event of all the devs coming in and drawing a duck. That'll be fun to watch. 10 is too short. What is 10 is too short? What is 10 is too short? What does Samveda mean? Sam voicing the duck. No, so we have 10 minutes. Oh yeah, okay. 10 minutes definitely it won't be ducks on the paper. Okay, skill issue. Yeah. So I think I'll give 30 minutes. Would that be fine? 30 minutes? Because I could just whip up a duck in like 2 minutes for sure. Won't look great, but it'll be a duck. Uh, Devs drawing a duck from imagination. Why not? That's dope. Can I like comments? Is that like how do I do this? So I just hit like, but okay, I can't react to nonsense. But yeah, that is dope. I myself would have a nice, you know, nice time seeing people struggle drawing ducks. And that too with a live stream pressure. Oh, somebody spamming the like button. Picasso art. But yeah. Those are some ideas of how to do credits. If you guys have even more wacky ideas to like do interesting credits, let us know. So regarding Sam voicing the duck, no. So we found someone who is apparently really good at duck sounds. So I think what we have on my Twitter profile. Let me go to this. This one. This one is voiced by an artist that we found on Twitter. Is just the best at making duck sound. We got lucky for sure. I think this is good. Obviously, Observer thinks this is too much like Donald Duck and will get sued by Disney. But we did have a chat with a bunch of people, and we were told that we are in the clear. Samit showing off his Twitter following. Lol. No, I'm not showing off my Twitter following. See, there's no Twitter account here on the screen. I'm just showing. Oh, you're talking about the views and everything. Yeah, that is for sure a show off. So this is a dream which we have to make it possible, like porting to Switch. Apparently, I don't know if we are allowed to say this, but apparently Switch is not in India. So the reason we were getting rejected on Nintendo Switch back to back whenever we applied as a dev was because we are from India. That's about it. It's nothing to do with who we are, what we do, how good our game is. No, just that we are from India, and Nintendo is like, no, you don't get to launch this game on Switch. And that is one of the primary reasons we are looking for a publisher, so that at least the publisher we can launch on Switch, because we think this game will do well. Switch. Dodo on consoles. Yes, Dodo will come to consoles. Xbox for sure. PS5, not sure. You have Xbox dev kits. Yes, we have Xbox and we have PS5 both. So there's nothing stopping us from launching on those both platforms. So usually we would prefer some sort of support from the platforms, and we are hoping we'll get some support from Xbox. It's not me, it's my elder brother who that Dodo sound too close to Donald Duck. It's why I said it. Got it. Yeah. So if the duck with that kind of sounds, if it talks, will get sued, is what we were told. If it's just making quack sounds, Disney has no power to sue us, because it sounds like a duck, but slightly in it's not exactly Donald Duck's quack, but it's similar. So we are definitely in the clear with that. But yeah, I mean it's a possibility. Obviously, if we are that big, and if Disney is suing us, then I think we've made it, right? Like, so that would be like a strong promotion for the game. Let's count on it instead. uh, when we don't have publishers, we have to get creative on how to How to promote the game? Is there any cinematic cutscenes in Dodo? Oh yeah, cinematics. Not Sony Santa Monica God of War style cinematics for sure, but like you have some silly cutscenes which tell you the story of the game. These are extremely short. They don't like take away or like make you stop playing the game for a long duration. It's just going to be very brief, and then right back into the game. So there are definitely like cutscenes at the beginning of each level and at the end of each level, like very short, just to set up the scene, set up the level context, some amount of story. That's about it. Dope. You did that in the last stream as well, by the way. And I fall for it all the time because I think I'm curious when you use dodo and when you use dope. Like I still do it like dope, dope, dope. It's a song. Is it a song? Is it like, do you have grapes or something like that? Dodo. Is that a song? Let me search. Dope, dodo, do. Let's see. It's DOD. It's not DODO, but close enough, I guess. I know this is sensitive, but decided on the price tag for Dodo Regional. Then he waddles away, waddle. Somewhere that you want to like type, don't stream. Oh, I'll get striked. Okay, I'll close this. I'll just run this in the background. I think I'll run the. Oh, I'll just let this run. I'll let you guys look at this guy for a while. Yes, YouTube will strike your video. Don't stream. Hello, Dhruva Bharatwaj. Hi, Dhruva. How are you? I think this. Are you from our Discord or you just found me? Electric call boy. What? Oh, what's electric call boy? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna ignore that because I don't understand what it is, and I'll go back to. I'm from Discord. Nice. Thank you for showing up. I thought I'm just going to talk with Samveda and Observer and Dunk Real. That's about it. It's nice. We have more people. But it's always better than me staring at the screen, right? Like at least I have 3 to 4 people that are talking. This is much better than dead streams on Twitch, which Samveda does sometimes. Okay, let's talk about the real question. Samveda, do you want to answer this? I know this is sensitive info, but decided on the price tag for Dodo regional. You bought new mic? No. So what happened is last time the mic was there, but in OBS, I don't know if I can show you the OBS screen or it will turn into infinite screen. I don't know. So here, instead of advanced properties, instead of selecting my mic, I selected my my Sony Cam's mic, and that's how you had this horrible sound. Oh shit. Now my chat UI is all weird. Okay, I can see. You bought new mic. Yeah. Nice. So yeah, I can also show you the mic, by the way. This is the mic. Now you can't see me. Actually, I think I'll prefer this. I feel safe. Rookie mistake. Yeah, so since Samveda said the audio was fine, and I thought, cool, it's working. But yeah, turns out just it's just somewhere that was jealous of my YouTube channel. He wanted to sabotage, my growth on YouTube. Because she is a Twitch streamer, and I'm now going to compete with Samveda. She wanted to make sure I have bad mic quality and I have you know no audience so that I'll give up and then she can continue with her streams and win in life. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I don't think Samveda does that. But yeah, she doesn't like to stream apparently, or she doesn't like to stream. Um, in the sense she likes to stream games, but not she can't yap. I don't even have a mic when I stream on Twitch. You can take this mic if you want. We both are not going to stream at the same time. Actually, you can stream on my PC maybe. But yeah, that's that. I think how long did we stream, by the way? So this is a reminder for you to like wishlist Dodo Duckie on Steam for now. It'll come to other platforms. Uh, how long did we stream? Does it not tell me how long we stream? And play Silent Hill 1, Sam. You want somewhere to play the OG Silent Hill 1? The remake is going to come probably next year or next year. But yeah, she can play the old Silent Hill. Is it available on Steam? Silent Hill. No. I have wishlisted Dodo from 3 different accounts. Yes. True supporter. Yes. Please do that. I think my next live stream is going to be about my pyramid scheme to gain wishlists. So I think we should start a cult that is a pyramid scheme where they're going to wishlist Dodo, and then we'll reach like the target is to reach like 100K. So we'll have wishlists and we'll have a cult. Win-win for everyone. Uh, nope, it's not on Steam. That. Um, so where can I play it? Can I play it on PS5? Is it part of the PS Deluxe, or is it at least available somewhere to buy? Which Sam? Me Sam or he Sam? When people say Sam, it's mostly somewhere, I think, right? Definitely would like to watch that. The stream of Sam playing. Oh yeah, I think the first time when Samveda played a Resident Evil game, she threw the joystick into my hands when one of the wishlists and one of the jump scare came up. I streamed Silent Hill F. Sam plays Silent Hill F. Yeah, she will, I think, for sure. I mean, she really liked the new Silent Hill as well, Silent Hill 2, or even though we had some issues with the game design, but like it was really well done for sure. It had some of its, modern gaming moments, but still was good. 100K wishlist, Manka Giga. Okay. It's in PS1, you can emulate. Nice. I'll set up emulation for PS1 on my ROG Ally because I'm thinking to start some play some old school games. I threw the controller because it was frames per second. Why would you throw the controller? Because it's every game is frames per second. Anything you see, any video you see is frames per second. I'm just messing with you. That's first person shooter. I know that. The audio stream's current bitrate is lower than recommended bitrate. We recommend that you use an audio. What does it say? Audio stream bitrate of 128 kbps. Okay. YouTube has a suggestion that I have to stream at a higher bitrate for the audio. First person. Yeah, I know. I was just messing with you. 100k wishlist. Yep, that is the target. 100k wishlist for Dodo Duckie, and then if we launch, we'll have at least 5,000, 10,000 sales to start. But yeah, that is not enough for sure, but like that is at least a good start. And then if people like it, the momentum will pick up. But right now, that is way far away for us. We are sitting at 500 wishlist. I think it reached 500. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. But yeah, are we like? Did I just stream for an hour? When was it? 6:05 p.m. I started at 6:05. Okay, I think we are exactly 1 hour into the stream. I think we can. This is a good time to like stop. Looks like Sam needs to play Doom. Oh yeah, she has never played any Doom games. She has never, not the old ones, not the new ones. She has not touched Doom at all. Yeah, we should ask Sam to like play Doom. That should be a good introduction to first person. Once she plays Doom, every other first person game is going to be like a piece of, I don't know, like Doom is still like very, very, player friendly. So I think she'll still struggle with Resident Evil first person. Do hell lot of TikToks. Yep. So, I don't know how 63 minutes. Got it. Yeah, we'll chat for like about another 10 minutes and I think we can wrap up for sure. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know it's 63 minutes. Uh, TikTok. Yeah, we need to talk about TikTok. Do you know anyone who is would like or like be willing to do TikToks for us? Because we don't. I've tried to install TikTok on an old Android phone. It was just horrible. Um, via VPN itself, it was just like the app just is not working well. I'm not sure what to do with TikTok there. Um, we'll need someone's help for TikTok for sure. We tried to like post it ourselves, but it's just the ban of TikTok is just too good. Yeah, so I turned on VPN on my Android phone. I opened TikTok app. We managed to create the account, and then it still was able to detect that we are from India. And then every 5 minutes, it would just show a screen saying you're from India, you can't use it, even though we have VPN on. Either regardless of VPN, the app itself was just not letting us upload, not letting us change a lot of data fields and whatnot. It was just way too glitchy for me to like say, okay, not going to work out. We need someone from the country, need someone from US. But I think I'll ask somewhere to start making some because I have some connects that I can ask and ask them to like upload these TikToks. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyone you trust from China? Anyone you trust from China? Samveda has some connects from China. I think she can ask someone from China to promote our game. probably. We know few publishers from China, but that's about it. Not friends. Yeah, we can't trust China that easily. I'm pretty sure Chinese government is listening to the stream. They're like, I like this Dodo game, but this guy doesn't trust Chinese. Let's hack his company. But yeah, um, we do have an announcement that will go out in August, so we're hoping the wish lists are going to bump, and then we'll be participating in some of the good events on Steam. So counting on that for sure. Ooh. Yo, we have still Rio. No, let's go. This is a decent localization, right? What do you think? August 15th will do Dodo Holding. Oh yeah, we never thought of August 15th as an announcement date. It's so if everything goes well, it's going to be in the first week of August. But yeah, I totally forgot how August 15th is a very good date if we were targeting India. But yeah, this I'm not sure about India with this game. Uh, we'll see. There will be like very few people who would buy this game from India. Uh, but we never know if it clicks with women from India or like people who are Nintendo fans. Maybe we'll get some sales from India, but not exactly counting on the Indian audience for Dodo at least. Wow, fake Indian. Who's fake Indian? Not me. I'm not fake Indian. uh, no, I have an Aadhaar card. I have PAN card. The company is from India, and I clearly look brown. What else? What else proof do you want? I'm Indian. I so it's not that I forgot about August 15th. I just thought like so if you have seen the YouTube, they've been shitting on Indian game devs left and right, and I don't think this is the good time to like take Indian gamers granted and do some patriotic stuff. I think it's better to just and Bon Monkey or me, like we're not interested in using patriotism as a marketing tactic. That is very that is a very low. um I don't think that's the right way to do it. Obviously there are other studios that think that is not the case, and they'll use every opportunity to shout, oh, made in India, India's first game and whatnot. But yeah, we're not going to do any of that. We're not going to do any of those tactics. What China does. What do you mean it's what China does? Do they promote patriotism? Yeah, I was joking. Yeah, I know. Observe, could you give more context of what you're saying? It's what China does and for their game. Which game are we talking about? Yeah. I think we can clip it and share it, and then all my dev friends from the industry are going to like, you traitor, you have betrayed us. Why did you reveal this? Now we can't use patriotism as a marketing tactic. How dare you? So yeah, if the point is to become famous, yeah, that clip will do. For Black Myth Wukong, yeah. So Black Myth Wukong, obviously, Journey to the West is a very well established IP. Even though it's not public IP. Sam already taking on screen record. Uh, yeah, so Black Myth Wukong, obviously they just went ape shit with pun intended. They went ape shit with the marketing inside their country. The thing is, the controversy, or like, when Black Myth launched, a lot of Indian gamers were like pissed at the fact that, Indian devs were not able to do something like that. And nobody was talking about the fact that, China is 21% of the Steam traffic. That is all premium traffic. So those people are buying like crazy. I think they are more than US traffic right now. And we are not even counting the Steam audience. So they have Steam app inside China, and they have Steam app that is global, where I'm just counting the global traffic, and they have, the internal traffic is even more bonkers, is what I've heard. And we are comparing that to, India's traffic to Steam, which is about 1%. And it's not even one exactly, but it reaches 1%, when you sum it up. And we're not buying a lot. I'm not blaming anyone, but um, Black Myth was possible because their local market was big enough, and they took the risk, and they thought, even if we just launch it locally, this game is going to make money. And that is why it exists. And it's just a matter of time, I believe. It's just people are slowly starting buying games now. It's looking healthy. It's not like, we are not improving. We are definitely getting there. And when the time is right, I think we'll have our own massive success, where we are making games without worrying about the global market, right? Like, so we make a game that is like, will make more than enough money just from India, then things are going to look better. But we are long, you know, very long road to travel to reach that status. Yeah, but if Indian dev does it, they will get neck full of sus use. I didn't get you. But if Indian devs does it, they will get neck full. So this is something that I don't think I've ever said this out loud, but Indians behave like, when we are on social media, Indians behave, at least to each other, like they are siblings. So let's say if an Indian dev has, you know, pushed out a trailer, or like, some screen grab of his game, and the internet reacts as if it's your brother. you know they will mock you, they will discourage you, they will say, why even make this, and whatnot. We need more Steam users within our country. Got it. Yes, for sure, right? Like, let's say tomorrow, observe, you decide to make a game, and we don't have publishers in India, and there is no real way to, like, market it to the global market, because it's just way too costly. So if we had, let's say, you know 500k to let's say a million users that are premium users that buy games in India, you would be sorted. Like, if you launch your own indie game, you would make your money back and a lot more. But that is not the case right now. So that is one of the reasons why Occult is still not funded by any external source, still not getting a publisher, even though every vertical slice will have its own issues. But I feel like the demo was a good, all the demos that we made every year were like really strong contenders. We did get close to few publishers, like almost signing it, but it's just how it is. It's that hard. It'll only get easier if gamers become more serious in this country, instead of just blaming game devs. you know why can't we do it? Because there's no market. That's the answer. But nobody has addressed it. Instead, they just milk the controversy. Oh, we don't have talent. No, we have a lot of talent. If all my AAA friends, all my friends from India, who who settled in US are working in, some of them are working in, you know, Santa Monica, some of them are working in EA, some of them are working in Naughty Dog. So it's not about talent, it's about, you know, the market that we can capture is not big enough for someone else to invest in. And it's just few of studios like us that are just being rebel and trying to do it anyways, right? So it's obviously Occult and Dodo, both games I would love if they do well in India, but it doesn't look like that. Gamers in here, maturity in thought process. Yeah, we need we all we need is more, like, it needs to get more mature. Yeah, the gaming scene has to get mature. Like, I still see people celebrating, or like, taking pride in pirating games. That is still a thing in India. um I mean, you can pirate it if you can't buy it, but like taking pride in it is sad. I'm not against pirating. You can pirate if you can't afford it, good for you. But if you take pride in it, it just turns into a very toxic habit. It's like a digital stealing. You're getting used to that. If a game is 6,000 instead of being, like Silent Hill F, which I think is a good way to localize. They did a good job at 3,200 for a $60 game. I think is a good localized pricing. If they do stuff like this, I think it's decent. But you go to Microsoft games, let's go with Doom. Doom the Dark Ages. They just didn't bother to localize the price. 6,000. $80. Obviously, if you convert $80, it's not 6,000, but still ridiculous amount of price for India. So, as long as, this is like this, pricing is this bad, localizing pricing is this bad, where we are not going to buy games, and then it's a catch 22 situation. I got now. Please keep streaming every week. I shall join. Sayonara. Cool. I think I've overstayed my welcome as well. Like, I think this is a long stream. That's why game did not profit. Which game? Observe, which game are we talking about? Doom. Did Doom not work out? Doom Dark Ages? I didn't know that. I played the game and I thought it was a. So I played about 7, 8 chapters, and after that I got bored. Sorry, but it got repetitive, and I went back to. No, I. So Doom was the game where I decided to just cancel my Game Pass and just go back to just buying games and playing them without any pressure. I think Doom did that to me. So I went back to Expedition 33. I bought the game on PlayStation again, even though I played Act 1 on Game Pass. I just didn't want to have that pressure of playing a game, you know, because I'm paying a subscription. I mean, it might work for other people. It just wasn't for me. Game Pass is a great value for money, but it's definitely not for me. Okay, I think this was all great. I think we had a good chat. Next week, I'll see you guys next week. I think we can wrap up the stream here. Thank you guys. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you. How do I do this? Celebrations. Yes. Bye. I like how Samveda's bye spelling is IE, like Born Monkey, IE. On brand. Okay, ending stream. Bye, guys. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. Can you see my hand? End.